What did raising money for the primary elections teach you about campaign finance?
Well, it really showed me that New York City has a remarkable system. Okay, we have a campaign matching program in the city of New York, where if a New York City resident gives me up to $175, it gets matched 6 times. So it really creates a grassroots environment where I was able to tap all kinds of networks across the city, get people to invest just a little bit of money, and then get me on my way. By participating in the program, we have spending limits. So what that showed me was I just need to raise a certain amount, then the city's going to give me the match, and then I'm basically done fundraising, because anything I raise over that amount, I won't even be able to use in the primary. So what it's enabled, me and other candidates to do is engage people, not ask them for thousands of dollars. I did a lot of 10 for 10 events where people would just give $10 and come out to an event. And we were able to kind of raise the money we needed and finish within 4 months. So I raised all of the money I needed for the entire election in one filing period last year from over 850 donors. So I had more donors than anybody at the time, and I did it faster than anybody. And what's that allowed me to do is now just stand outside and meet people and have conversations and not ask for money. So I do house parties all across the neighborhood, and I'm not asking anybody to give money. I'm just asking them to come hear more from me and get involved in this process. So it's really taking money out of politics at a time where every time you pick up a newspaper, it's about independent expenditures and super PACs and all of this outside influence. So, it's really remarkable in New York City to be able to kind of have that experience politically.
Mm-hmm. And that's very different from what you've seen before in your political experience.
It's even, I worked on John Kerry's presidential campaign, and you saw a lot of these 527 independent expenditures, swift boats, people taking, millions of dollars, not accounting where it's coming from, and really kind of using it to influence elections. And what I really am excited about this time is we're having a real conversation in the neighborhood among my, fellow candidates about what matters to people in the neighborhood, and it's not about outside influence and money.
All the attention now is on the primary campaign, and you have to win that first before the general elections. What happens when you win the primary campaign?
Thank you. So on the Upper West Side, the primary is, for all races, is September 10th. Mm-hmm. So whoever wins the primary will be the Democratic candidate. Yeah. On the Upper West Side, there is no Republican candidate running. Okay. So whoever wins the primary is all but guaranteed to win in November. Okay. So all 5 of my other opponents, we are all Democrats, and we're all scrambling for September 10th. If you're running citywide, you have to get 40% of the vote to win. So with the mayoral race, for example, there's 4 or 5 people running. No one's likely to get 40%. So the top 2 candidates go to a runoff. Mm-hmm. Then the runoff is 3 weeks later, and then the general election is thereafter. For a city council race, there is no runoff. So conceivably, I could win with 20% of the vote, right? So it changes the entire dynamic. When you have 6 people running and everybody's splitting the vote, one more vote wins. So, it really turns out to be who works harder, who can turn more people out, and it's all about ground game and grassroots.